a poet, writer, Gerald Laughlin, who is perhaps my favorite living writer. And he was unable to come because his wife was making him go to the opera today. So he said he would rather be here than he lamented being here. So if this chord reaches, I'm going to read his email to me about how much he would rather be here reading his writings about Henry Miller, and he wanted me to read. Then I said, God, I could just read that email, dude, as a joke. But he was like, oh, perfect, go ahead and read it. But I'm hoping this, if it doesn't, I'll post it on Facebook tonight. But, yeah, I'm going to go up the steps. And, well, okay, it might
Excellent.
But I have to turn and read, so you won't see it. Okay, so you have to pretend this is Gerald Laughlin, not me. So this is. I described Tim's show. I sent him some images, and he sent me this, what I consider to be a very interesting meditation on Henry Miller. Dear Matt, I haven't read Henry Miller in years, but I read a lot of his stuff. I read a lot of his stuff when I was younger, starting in high school, when his stuff still had to be smuggled into the country from Paris. And comparisons, contrasts with Charles Bukowski always arise. I like both of them when they are being funny and dirty, and not so much when they are waxing pseudo-poetic and pseudo-philosophical. I'm so sorry. I'd love to be part of your weekend. I'm going to be out of town as a featured reader at a poetry rendezvous. Please send me more details. I want to apologize profusely for not being able to get to your gallery opening, and I haven't gotten there during the week. Then it's a bunch of personal stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Okay. Hope we can work something out to read about Henry Miller. I especially like his and Picasso's girlfriends in their later years. That doesn't make me a bad person, does it? Tropic of Capricorn was the first of his books I read, by the way, while a student athlete at a Jesuit high school. That was the 1950s, and we'd never read anything like it in print. I can still picture my buddy Vince Prestiani and I standing freezing at a bus stop in Rochester, New York after basketball practice, our shoulders shaking with laughter as we read the dirty parts. Great stuff. And it was the perfect age to read it. I also like to talk of Henry Miller, Charles Bukowski, and Anna A. Smith and others as members of a permanent anti-canon, which will always exist as a parallel universe to the official writer's canon, and never the twain shall meet. More dudes who won't stay dead. That was